I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive, with their live-action and animated Star Wars TV shows, their new Star Wars trilogy, the books, the novels, the comics, and video games, all coming together to form this new expanded universe. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that they are heading in a different direction in order to really give the fans something to truly look forward to. Essentially, we got George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni all working together as a team to provide as much authentic Star Wars stories as possible that's going to stay in line with George Lucas's vision. Now, one major aspect about all of this that I think is very important that Star Wars fans need to know is that Kathleen Kennedy is not going to be involved in any of this. She's only going to be involved with the Leslie Headland Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus, and that's it. That's all that she's going to be involved with. Now, moving on ahead into the future here, we do know that Disney has over 10 years worth of Star Wars, TV shows in the works that's separate from the actual movies. That really is a major deal because, well, at the end of the day, it tells us that these new Star Wars shows are really going to be quite impressive because the Kenobi series is going to have a higher budget, in case you guys did not know, than that of The Mandalorian. It's going to feel more like a movie in a sense, like a 6-hour long movie. Now, with that being said, of course, what's really exciting all has to do with actor Hayden Christensen and creator George Lucas, with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni by his side. With both Disney and Lucasfilm now finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are currently focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of movies, as well as their new universe. Currently, both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are working closely with Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and even George Lucas in order to bring back Hayden Christensen in a very big way for the fans to enjoy. It's described that one major scene that they are planning for the Kenobi TV series is set to involve a segment in which Darth Vader is set to return to Mustafar within the Vader castle that will give fans a look into an unmasked version of Darth Vader portrayed by Hayden Christensen and begging for Padme to return. This scene is said to tap into what the comics told of Vader searching for a way to resurrect Padme Amidala from the dead, and that this will be the emotional side story of Darth Vader in the Kenobi TV show for the fans to witness. It's described that Lucas wants to make it feel similar in tone to Revenge of the Sith, and that they aim to make Darth Vader have a sensitive side in the series, alone within his meditation chamber on Mustafar, that will give fans a brand new take on the villain than ever before. Also, Vader is said to get a brand new suit in the Kenobi TV show in a surprising and unexpected way for the fandom to witness. So, this is George, John, and Dave's plan to make Darth Vader a more emotional character in the shadows, right? I don't know if you guys read the comics, but there is a segment in the comics in which Darth Vader meets a Sith Lord that is able to tell him secrets of the possibility of bringing Padme back to life. And it's a very interesting comic line because in that comic line, Vader goes into the spiritual realm. He is able to see the spirits of the past. He's also able to see these visions of Palpatine and Shmi Skywalker, all these crazy things. This is the type of material that they want to experiment with Darth Vader in the Kenobi TV show, especially with Darth Vader's search for bringing Padme back to life as a side story in the Kenobi TV series. Now, we can see where this is coming from. This sounds like Dave Filoni more so, because Dave Filoni likes to tap into that type of lore. We've seen a prime example of the Worlds Between Worlds and how that was kind of similar to the spiritual realm that was explored that Darth Vader went into in the comics. So, this side story of Darth Vader's search to bring Padme back to life, of how it's going to feature an unmasked version of Darth Vader portrayed by Hayden, this just tells us that what they're really trying to do is that they're really trying to give fans a different side of the most popular villain in pop culture, I would say, Darth Vader. When we look at Vader, under the mask, he's a very complex character. This character is going to be explored further in the Kenobi series, which, by the way, it's not going to come out for quite a while from now. It's set for release sometime in 2022. We're not quite sure if that's going to be a May or a December release just yet, but it is going to be a higher budget than that of The Mandalorian, which is going to give it a more movie-esque feel to it all. So, Anakin slash Vader, I gotta say, I'm very excited for his return. I'm very excited for Hayden's return in the Kenobi TV series and other TV shows out there that he's going to be involved in. Star Wars really is heading in a better direction without a doubt here. So, like I've said before, you know, this Kenobi show is going to be the highlight of 2022. It's going to essentially give fans a direct sequel to that of Revenge of the Sith. So with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.